And we're live. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you guys were able to tune into another broadcast. Just to start off, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And if you want to be a part of the family, please follow my social media down below. DM me, contact me, letting me know that you're interested in being a part of the chat. We talk about many things, and today I'm so grateful to have Clifford here with me today. He's an old, what do you call it,
Oh,
peer,
friend.
old
Yeah,
friend, peer,
dear
all
friend.
of the above. He's an old friend of mine, so I'm glad to have him on here with me today to talk about our passion. You like say anything?
Another, thank you for introducing me. I'm Cliff. We here to talk.
Totally. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about discovering your passion. This is something that I want to discuss for a very long time. I want to get into this topic because we live in a time where people don't know what their passion is. People don't know what their
Right.
passion is, and they don't know what they where they fit in at this point. So, just to start off, I'll just ask you, when did you discover your passion?
Okay, so for those who watching, I'm an artist. Many talents. I feel like passion is very personal. Depending on what your life is and what your story is, depending on how crazy or good it is. Your passion could be very personal. So for you can't really just simplify it and be like, okay, it's this or it's that. It's very personal, and I believe you have to respect it. You know, my passion was art. I think I was 5, maybe 6, maybe even 8 years old. But at the time of my life, things weren't always the best. But I found expression through my art at a young age.
Right.
So I say
So,
about 8 years old.
8 years old. Okay, so how did you know it was your passion?
Honestly, I was just really good at it. So I say maybe, yeah, probably about 8. Yeah. I started around 5, 6, 7, 8, doodling and stuff. But once I got around 8, maybe go up in front of the board, in front of the class, doodle something, you get a lot of attention, and people compliment you, and you just, okay, I got a natural act for this. It's just something that's I got going.
Oh, what did others think of your passion when you discovered? I know you say you discovered at 8. So, what did others think of it at the time?
Nothing much, to be honest, because I wasn't as serious about it, So, but that I'm really more so talking about my talent, But like I said, passion is specific. So whether it was something I was just emotionally attached to, that kind of drove me to stick in a certain situation. Not all the time. It led me to some good routes. I had a lot of lessons and some dark days following that. But I would say there's definitely a brighter side to following yourself and hearing your own self instinct sometimes, if that makes sense.
Um, yes, it makes sense. So, I guess staying on this topic a little bit. So, when you got of age and people was of the understanding that okay, this is something that he wants to do as a career. Then did it change? Did anything really change from, when you was 8, they thought it was like, oh well, he's just a kid,
Well,
playing around.
yeah, the support level changes. Turning it into a profession. That's a different lifestyle. You're taking something you're emotionally entitled to. Whether it be a gift or your passion or whatever it is. The support level changes because you got people that's gonna be with you, people that's just passing, and people to knock you down. And the people that's gonna be with you, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear because they can see your heart, especially if you're putting your heart and hands in front of them. Other people, they're gonna look at it for what it is, and they're gonna give you constructive criticism. They're gonna be like, "Okay, that's cool. I seen better." They'll be like, "Yeah, you cool, great," but it's not worth their time. And then you got other people they're just gonna make fun of it. Oh, you supposed to be an artist? That's what you're supposed to be. What is
Mhm.
that? That's a pic. That's supposed to be a portrait. That looks just like a circle and a stick. You know what I'm saying? But is I would say definitely the support level because once I transition and try to set a foundation while it's beginning, you notice some people, especially if you really got it in motion, they gonna either they're gonna help you or they're gonna watch from the side and just be like, okay, I want to see what he can do. But they're not gonna be upfront about it like they were.
So I know you said the support level of that. So were people accepting of it, like especially today? A lot of times, our parents, their standards for us is, doctor, lawyer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like stuff like artists and producer and dancer and all those kind of things. Those are things that parents don't usually, or people in general don't really take serious. So were people acceptive of it?
Well, definitely, I mean, if you know what you want to do, who's gonna tell you otherwise? If I didn't really know what I wanted to do, maybe I would have included their thought. I would have allowed them to give me their 2 cents, and maybe I would have took it into consideration. But it wouldn't have distracted me. You know, definitely not
So,
from my passion.
right. So, you know, did it at any point of time, was anybody kind of like question it? Like, was they like, okay, you sure you don't want to take a different approach? You sure you don't want to do this instead of this? Like, you can do this on the side.
Oh yeah, definitely. Uh, all the time, which is why I'm very open to opportunity. Because I'm not gonna let nobody tell me as what I can do. But definitely if I see an opportunity to grow, I'm gonna take it.
Mhm.
But I once had my great grandmother. She was born in way back when family were slaves, and she has documents,
Mhm.
messages to prove it. Long ancestry. But long story short, she became a U.S. ambassador. My great grandmother, and she told me because just like you're saying, I brought it to her. I was like, uh, "What's the point of me having a dream and aspiring to be this big and so when nobody's gonna care for it and nobody's even looking over in this direction? If there's truly nothing under the sun, what is it that I'm gonna be doing that's so significant?" And
Mhm.
you know, and she understood it, but what was so profound and what she said was, "Keep the dream." She told
Absolutely.
me, "Keep the dream," and mind you, this is I got her book around here somewhere. It's called All Things Being Equal by Ambassador Cynthia Shepherd Perry. You can look it up, but she basically tells her life. You know, she came from poverty, and herself was an artist. You know, so
That's a question from one of our viewers.
how do I react when the people closest to you don't
Closest.
accept your passion?
Hmm.
Well, you keep it moving. You know, it depends on. I would say you need to balance out what your situation is. You know, you got to balance out where you're at, who's with you, what you gonna do with it. You know, you just need to map it out. And if people ain't gonna support it, like I said, you need to know what you're gonna do, because if you let somebody else steer you, then you never knew what you was gonna do anyways. Maybe if you want to be realistic, but if you're truly passionate about it, you don't really need no help in determining what you're gonna do with it. You gonna make a foundation. You gonna branch out regardless.
So what happens when it's, because I did see closest to you. So what happens when those people are like your family? To be specific, your mom, your dad, your brother, sister.
But it hurts. It's very discouraging. You know, I think it takes definitely a lot of time. You know, if you're not patient with it, you ain't gonna really make nothing out of it. You know, it definitely takes time. And the reason I say time is because time brings on a lot of pain. You know, people think, oh, you know, life is supposed to be this and that, you know, but time brings on a lot of pain, and you got a lot of time to think about stuff and meditate and figure out what it is you're gonna do. And you know, you can make a master plan and it'll fail. You know, I'm not saying all my plans in life have went well, you know, because I got a lot of failures, which is why you must fail. You must fail in order to at least get an idea of what it is you're gonna start on. You know, because
Right.
the people closest to you, that's a huge hit. You know, I felt like at a point in time, none of my people would accept, you know, the passion of being an artist. You know, but it's pushing.
So another question from our comments is, what helps inspire you to do your passion?
I would say my life. You know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm being selfish or self-aggrandizing, you know, myself, but you know, just for me, you know, I've been through a lot more than I will say, but I'm with what I can do, not necessarily what I'm not doing, but what I can do. And if I'm the one thinking it, then that means I'm the one that can do it, you know. And a lot of times, you know, inspiration just gonna hit you. You won't get inspiration to just out of thin air. You know what I'm saying? You'll be driving and boom, man, that's a good idea. Let me go ahead and do that. You know, you get home, you spend the next day working on it. You're not gonna you result from that thought, but it'll hit you.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. Did that help? Okay. You had glitched up a little bit. Can you repeat that again?
So, just you know, and true with whatever lines up with that, because inspiration is like fruit. You know what I'm saying? It'll bring out multiple different varieties, and it'll hit you out the random. You know, you must make this in line with for true with.
Right. So, in saying that, something I would ask is this passion your dream?
You know, a dream is saying passion. Like I said, passion needs to be respected. A dream is that's specific too. It depends on how you want to define your dream. You know what I'm saying? It's my dream to want to lead the world or be the best person in the world, but it's my passion to be an artist and express through my art. You know, I think it depends on how you define it.
So, if so, you said no is not. So, what made you not follow through with that dream? Because I think a lot of times, I know one thing I've told plenty of people today is I said, us as a society, we really don't support dreams anymore. We don't tell people, well, follow what you dream, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on how you define your dream. That's why I say you need to be real with yourself because that it's very personal. How are you supposed to be realistic about a situation yet it's your dream? You know what I'm saying? And how are you supposed to define that? It's a very personal question, you know. But can you
So,
elaborate more on what you mean by the last question?
so I'm saying you said your passion wasn't your dream. Like it wasn't something that you like dreamt about. It wasn't something that you said, okay, you know what, this is something that I can do in my sleep that I have no regret making a successful career out of it. That's what I mean when I say, is this your dream?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you put it like that, yeah.
Oh, but in that sense. Um, I guess another question is, how do you know when something is your passion? That's from
Well,
our
you're gonna
comments. Thank you, Gabby.
you're gonna feel I don't want to say emotionally entitled, but it's almost gonna be uncontrollable. It's your passion.
Mhm. Absolutely.
It's different from desire. Like I said, you need to respect it, but you'll you'll probably catch yourself at the moment you least expect it and catch yourself doing something that you like, and you'll think, I never knew I liked this. Little do you know, you go back to it and you do it all the time. Maybe you're good at it, but you find out you got a passion for this because you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't not really something you need to think about. If you got to think about it and think long and think wrong, then it's not it. But if you don't have to think twice on it, and you know for a fact you can get it done and you can do something to make something more out of it, then that's all you. You might as well put your name on it.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. Always, one thing I always tell people, I said, you know, it's a passion because you've seen it manifest. Somebody else saw it manifest before you even knew what you was doing was a passion. You know, just to reference my sister, I don't know if she will mind me telling her story a little bit, but I always love to talk about her story. Um, she loves makeup. That's a passion for her. That's something she's
Right.
always been. She's been doing makeup. Now she's taken that and turned it into a whole career. And I knew, I knew she said she knew it was a passion because it was something that caused her the most pain, and she
Right.
was so obsessed with beauty. Now, when I say obsessed with beauty, I'm not saying obsessed with beauty like, oh, like I love to get my hair
Like
done or
yeah, like like, she likes to perfect something, make beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her definitely, when I say she was obsessed with beauty, that means her surroundings, everything her surroundings did defined beauty. She used to get
Right.
bullied, for
Right.
wearing her makeup a certain way back in the 2000s. She was wearing orange makeup in the 2000s. By her appearance, people used to make fun of her and tease her and bully her because of those things.
Right.
And that's something she was just always into. Like she was like, well, I need to worry about my appearance. I need to do something with my appearance. So it caused her the most hurt and most pain. And when she got into it, not only caused her the pain from the outside world, but it caused her pain inside her own home. you know my brothers and sisters really didn't understand it. My mom, her being older, she really didn't understand. Like, why are you wearing that? Why are you doing your face like this? Like, what is that? Especially in the 2000s, where people wasn't really, I'm not saying like we old or anything like that, because we certainly
Yeah.
not old, but it's your appearance is not as big as it is today.
Yeah.
You
But
have.
you can clearly look at her and see she's invested into it.
It
And you can tell
absolutely.
that's where her heart is. And even if it's
Mhm.
not, you can tell there's some type of, relevance to it. That it's like my little brother, he about to be a doctor. Apart from school shutting down, he would have been taking his classes in school right now for medical stuff, in high school. But for some reason, he always watches scary movies. Now, I don't got a problem with that. I dig it. People like scary movies.
Mhm.
My thing is with it, coming just me. You know what I'm saying? In our household, I'll catch him in his room on the Xbox watching haunted ghost stories. Stuff that creep them out. Stuff people are, not scared of, but they're just like, why are you watching this trash?
Right. Absolutely.
Go downstairs and he watching all type of scary movies, da 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 da. And to me, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? You're a smart kid. You can do X, Y, Z, but you rather watching 666. That's dumb to me. But he tells me, he gets real defensive about it, and you could tell he's somewhat invested in whatever that is right there. But I'm not gonna
Mhm.
knock him for it because I know what he's capable of and I know what he's about.
Right. And that's why, and that goes to the next question by PD Man. What if something's your passion, but you don't know anything about it?
Well, I mean, be prepared for a surprise, then I guess, because
Mhm.
like I said, it's very personal. My passion is not Joseph's passion, and Joseph's passion is
Mhm.
not Cliff's passion.
Absolutely.
It's very personal. I somebody could look at a portrait I did, and I could look at it and think it's worth $1 million, and then somebody
Mhm.
look at it and be like, okay, that's not what I paid you for, and that does not look like who you say it looks like. But I know it. That's me. So it's real personal. And if you don't know it, you're gonna be surprised because it's gonna catch up with you one way or another. It's you.
It is. And one thing I always say is, once you, like I say, mainly, typically when it's a passion, people around you see it before you actually see it. Like, I know people probably looked at your talent when you was probably just doodling, and they probably
Right.
saw it and was kind of like, he got something. I don't know what that is, but it's
Right.
something about what he's doing. It's something about, even if, like you said, 8 years old, it's something about when he colored those circles or those shapes in, that was just like, okay, there's
I
something with
never I never really focused on that, but part of that was a little bit of my motivation to break
it.
off into that. If it wasn't for people recognizing, then I probably wouldn't have, went more further, you know. You know, what is it that they see that I don't, you know, that would cause me not, you know?
So another question I would probably ask, and this will probably be my last question to kind of wrap it up, but do you take, are you protective of your passion?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's something you gotta, you know, you gotta deal with it. You know, whether it's almost distracting in a way. You know, if I figure I'm never gonna go through with my talent or my passion ever again in life, and then I gotta just go on about life, then it honestly would make me, I don't want to say depressed, because it just feels like, you know, you blocking out something. But
Mhm.
I would hope to find a new meaning of what I could do, you know what I'm saying, other than being a
Right.
working man that likes to work out, or go to work, you know what I'm saying. It's got to be something more. So yeah, I would be pretty defensive if somebody came in here and ripped up a picture of mine. I would be upset, you know, but I'd look at it for what it is.
Because I know, and I'm not saying I'm an artist or anything like that, but I know, like, with I've met a couple of artists with their work, like people take like their, like we really, because I guess our eye is so blind to that field, it's like we really don't really understand what the actual art is.
Yeah,
And other people will look at it and kind of be like, okay, so
yeah,
what is
yeah,
this again? Like, and you'll say, no, this is my art. It's like, chill out,
yeah,
like, don't disrespect it. So I
yeah.
know.
I had my mom. I drew a picture of Holly Berry one time, and my mom said it looked like a news reporter off of Fox. I didn't talk to my mom. I didn't talk to her. I was like, "Who?" You, I was upset, and so I went upstairs, you know. But as much as I was hurt about it, I was like, "Man, I'm never gonna draw again, because if I can't make good art, then I don't want to make art at all." You know, and that's just my particular passion. But all the way around, you know, that's how I felt. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna still do them.
Well, I mean, well, yeah. She said I'm a student.
Just
Okay.
hope to get, you know, at least some.
Well, that's all the questions I have, on my list, and I think our comments had stopped where it's at. So again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, for being a part of this broadcast. Again, if you have not, please like, comment, and subscribe. I also want to thank my amazing host, panel member for today, Clifford. I appreciate you joining and giving us an amazing chat. We actually got out early. We really don't really get out early on these things. These things be lasting hours. So I'm glad you was short and straight to the point. If you have anything, finishing statements.
Oh no, no, I appreciate you having me again. You know, thank you for thinking of me. Anybody watching, you can follow me on my Instagram, Cliff Studios, my website, cliffstudioshouston.com. You know, get a bit more of a picture of some of my passions and my talents. And to anybody with passion and talents that y'all want to follow, that only know, y'all know in the back of y'all head,
Mhm.
don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Just do it. And if you know it's good, wait for them to see it, and even still keep doing it.
Mhm. And like he said, all his information will be linked down below. He does have a website. This is something I found out a couple of weeks ago. He does have a website where he displays his artwork and all that kind of. Can you tell me a little bit, just for our viewers on the outside looking in, a little bit about this your website?
My website. So, during this COVID time, I thought it'd be a good little foundation piece, or a little addition, because I'm trying to map out, some things of what I have to come in the future, and I feel like it'd be a good tool to have, on that. There's more to come. I can't explain it all, but there's more to come. But I am campaigning. I'm trying to, make a brand of art, branding myself and a message to the world, and it's called 21st Vision. And that is basically almost what we're talking about now. Is basically passions, finding out people and making the most of the opportunity and what can be as much as I can do as myself.
So is there because I know I've seen like a shirt of it. Is there any merchandise?
Yeah. We're in my room and I got something.
So in while he's getting that, oh well he has.
Well, this is a face mask
Mm.
made. That's my logo, my signature logo. You put the face mask on, but that's one of them. I'm actually, let me see if I can reverse this. Can you see this? Working on the
Oh,
picture right now. Wait, it's a little something.
so and this is all the stuff you can find on his website, and I'll make sure I link all that down below for you guys to really check that out. He is very, very talented. Please support this man. I used to take pictures of his artwork in class, and I would claim it as my own. And, and people kind of, I mean, they kind of caught on that it wasn't me, but again, appreciate you for joining the conversation and being a part. So that's all we have for today, guys. We appreciate you coming in and hope to